Welcome to AITV News. Minneapolis is reeling after two separate mass shootings at homeless encampments left at least 13 people wounded in just 12 hours. A stark snapshot of the city's escalating struggle with gun violence and homelessness. The first burst of gunfire came shortly after 11 a.m. Monday near a busy transit stop at East Lake Street and Stevens Avenue. Witnesses say an argument inside a cluster of tents suddenly turned violent. 5 people were shot, one of them critically, before the assailant fled. Police had barely finished marking shell casings when, around 10 p.m., a second, deadlier attack unfolded 2 miles away at South 28th Avenue and East Lake Street. More than 30 rounds tore through the nighttime camp. Officers discovered a man and a woman inside separate tents, each with gunshot wounds to the head, and 6 additional victims sprawled among scattered belongings. 4 of the 8 suffered life-threatening injuries. Investigators believe at least one resident may have returned fire, and while they processed the scene, a tent went up in flames, adding to the chaos. No arrests have been made, but detectives are exploring a possible link between the two shootings. Standing amid the flashing lights, Police Chief Brian O'Hara voiced his exasperation. "Here we are yet again in the aftermath of a mass shooting. This is not normal." He pointed to the city's thriving fentanyl trade, where, as he put it, disputes are settled with guns. According to O'Hara, the lunchtime shooting began as a quarrel. The nighttime attack was likely rooted in narcotics. The second encampment sits on private land owned by businessman Hamoudi Sabri, and the tragedy has reignited a bitter standoff between Sabri and City Hall. Sabri allows roughly 30 unhoused people to stay, insisting he is filling a gap the city has left unaddressed. He describes the camp as a hub where people can find help. City officials paint a different picture, labeling the site a public health nuisance. They have fined Sabri thousands of dollars and recently authorized a lawsuit demanding he clear the property. Mayor Jacob Frey called the shootings tragic and unacceptable, yet not surprising, noting the city has spent months trying to shut the camp down. Within hours of the gunfire, he ordered its dismantling. "Enough is enough. If the landlord wants to sue us, we will see him in court." City crews moved in with garbage trucks and heavy equipment, and attorneys are now seeking a temporary restraining order to fence off the lot and keep tents from returning. The dual attacks are the 4th and 5th mass shootings Minneapolis has seen in the past 3 weeks. The drumbeat of violence is rattling nearby neighborhoods. One resident living steps from the second camp said he regularly sees drug deals outside his front door and now worries every time his children walk to the bus stop. The episodes also highlight the dangers faced by those living outdoors. Officials say encampments often end in violence or fires, yet many residents distrust city shelters or find them ill-suited to their needs. After the second shooting, only one person at the camp accepted an offer of indoor shelter. The rest dispersed into the night, belongings crammed into shopping carts and backpacks. As investigators piece together what happened, Minneapolis confronts a familiar but urgent question: how to safeguard public safety while offering real options to people with nowhere else to go. For now, police are still searching for suspects, lawyers are preparing for a courtroom fight, and dozens of unhoused residents are once again in search of a safe place to sleep.